Alice Guo tuluyan ng hinatulan sa Senado. Habang buhay na pagkakakulong ang ipapataw. Na-cite in contempt ng Senate Committee on Women si suspended Bamban Mayor Alice Guo at 22 iba pa dahil sa hindi pagdalo sa pagpapatuloy ng pagdinig ng kanilang koneksyon sa Pogo sa Tarlac. Tinanggap naman ni Senador Risa Hontiveros, chair ng committee, ang mosyon ni Gatchalian. This committee is ordering the arrest of the person cited in contempt to be submitted to the Senate President for his signature. Ayon pa kay Hontiveros, narito ang buong detalye ating panoorin.
To which you answered in the affirmative in the last hearing na nasa Pilipinas pa si Mayor Alice Guo. Siya po ba sa araw na ito ay nasa Pilipinas pa or
As we speak.
kung sakali umalis na ba siya?
Good morning, Senators. I'm Attorney Homer Arellano po from the Bureau of Immigration. And based po din sa latest check namin sa records ng Bureau of Immigration, wala pa pong record of departure si Mayor Alice Guo.
Kailan po yung latest check na iyon?
Kahapon lang po, chinek po namin. Tsaka naka-alert na po yung mga airport natin, tsaka mga subport regarding her. So kung magpapakita po siya, then we will know po kung ano.
Perhaps, Attorney, during this hearing, para kompletong masagot yung tanong ng Senate President Pro Temp at ng buong komite, pwede nyo i-check ngayong araw kung as far as the Bureau knows, nasa Pilipinas pa si Mayor Guo.
Yes po, i-check po namin ngayon, then we'll update po kagad, ma'am.
The chair rules to cite in contempt Alice Guo or Guo Huaping, and for her to issue the warrant of arrest as moved by the Senate President Pro Tempore. The chair also rules to cite in contempt Nancy Gamo and Dennis Cunanan. Additionally, the chair rules on the motion of Senator Sherwin to cite in contempt Wen Yi Lin, Xiamen Leal Guo, Jiang Jung Guo, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Karaang linggo po, lumantad po ang totoong pagkakilanlan kay Alice Guo. Salamat sa NBI. Wala na pong duda na ang ating kaisipan na siya si Guo Huaping, ang isang Chinese citizen na pumunta sa Pilipinas ng murang gulang. I know that the Office of the Solicitor General has filed a petition for cancellation of Mayor Guo's Certificate of Live Birth sa RTC ng Tarlac noong nakaraang Biyernes. Alam ko na hinahanda na din nila ang petition for quo warranto na magpapatanggal sa kanyang pwesto bilang mayor. Sana maging malinaw ang mensaheng ito. Ang Filipino citizenship ay hindi parang candy na ipinamimigay. Filipino citizenship is not for sale. At kung ginamit mo pa ang pekeng pagka-Pilipino mo para tumakbo sa anumang pwesto, kung ginamit mo ito para tumulong magpalaganap
ng krimen gaya ng money laundering, human trafficking, o magtrabaho kontra sa pambansang seguridad, dekada man ang lumipas, dadating ang araw ng pagtutuos. You took advantage of our brittle regulatory system. Our system may be brittle, but it is not broken. Sisingilin ka. Sinisingil ng sambayanan si Mayor Guo. There are many questions yet unanswered. Sino si Miss Alice Leal Guo, tubong Tarlac, na pinanganak sa parehong araw ng kapanganakan ni Mayor Alice Leal Guo? Nasaan na siya? Ano ang dahilan? Bakit pinuslit si Guo Huaping dito? At sino ang mastermind? Yung kanyang tatay nga kaya, na ayon sa pananaliksik, ay di umanong involved sa United Front activities ng Communist Party of China. Saan siya humugot ng lakas ng loob na tumakbong mayor? O ito na ba ang plano mula sa simula? Is she working with Chinese triads? with the Chinese government? Or both? Sabi nila, hindi daw pwede both. Pero ito nga, nakita natin sa isang article sa Washington Post. The Communist Party of China has a history of using criminal syndicate families when it suits them. But the question we want to answer here today, and perhaps the question we are capable of answering, who are enabling her and these pogos? Are there protectors within our government? Bakit tayo umabot sa ganito?
Nakadismaya dahil pang-apat na hearing na natin to at inibitahan natin itong mga mahalagang resource persons para mabigyan sila ng pagkakataon magpaliwanag, ibigay yung kanilang opinion, ibigay yung kanilang side. At yung ibang mga personalidad dito, nag-issue na tayo ng subpoena, pero parang walang respeto na ibinibigay sa institusyon at sa Senado. Para sa akin, yung pagbabaliwala nila ng subpoena, parang pagbabaliwala at pagwawalang respeto sa ating institusyon at sa proseso na ginagawa natin para makahanap ng katotohanan. Itong pag hindi nila pagdaluho dito ay kawalan huyan para sa kanila dahil mawawalan sila ng oportunidad na magpaliwanag at para sa akin sinyalis to na meron silang alam na ayaw nilang isiwalat o ayaw nilang ipaalam sa atin at meron silang tinatago. Yung hindi nila pagpunta ho dito para sa akin is a sign of guilt. Dahil ito ay pang-apat na hearing na ho natin at ilang beses na rin ho natin na nasabi sa komite kung sino-sino itong mga personalidad. Bibigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa kung gaano kahalaga po itong mga personalidad. For example po, inimbitahan ho natin yung mga incorporators at board of members ng Lucky South 99 na ito po yung na-raid noong 2022 at ngayon meron na namang problema. Inibitahan rin natin yung may-ari ng lupa, yung Whirlwind Corporation, kung saan doon natuklasan po yung isa sa pinakamalaki at isa sa pinaka-violenteng Pogo Hub sa Pilipinas. No? At wala rin pumunta ho sa kanila. Nag-issue ho tayo ng subpoena para kay Go Huaping para ipagpatuloy yung ating pagtatanong at higit sa lahat malaman kung sino po yung mga nasa likod nitong Pogo Hub sa Bamban. Pero pangalawang pagtanggi o pangalawang beses siya nang hindi pumunta ho dito. Ngayon na kahit may subpoena, binaliwala pa rin niya yung subpoena na inisyu ng committee. May isa pang personalidad na mahalaga ho, yung si Ginang Nancy Gamo, no? Na lumabas po sa maraming papeles, sa papeles ng mga Go-related companies, sa papeles ng dalawang Pogo Hub, yung Zunyuan at Hongsheng. Pero nagpadala siya ng letter at hindi rin siya makakapunta dahil raw pinagbabawalan siya ng doktor niya. Pero Madam Chairman, nakita ko yung kanyang interview Hindi lang isang beses o 4 na beses yung kanyang interview. At lumalabas ho siya para magbigay ho ng mga interviews. No? So, hindi po katanggap-tanggap ho para sa atin na nagbibigay ka ng interview sa media, pero yung formal na hearing, yung formal na pagdinig, hindi ka pupunta ho dito. At may subpoena na rin ho na issue.
Madam Chair, tayo po ngayon ay hawak po natin yung letter of explanation ni Mayor Alice at sinait po niya yung dahilan na she's not mentally fit, Madam Chair. Sa akin lang, nakakahiya naman po dun sa mga tunay na may mental health condition. I would just like to reiterate, Madam Chair, na seryosong usapin ang mental health at hindi po ito dapat ginagamit na dahilan para magsinungaling. Yun lang po, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Maraming salamat, Sen Nancy. Yes, Senate President Pro Tempore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May I know if the legal counsel or the lawyer of Mayor Alice Go is present here?
Comsec is the lawyer of Mayor Alice Guo present at the hearing. It would appear, Sen Jinggoy, Senate President Pro Temp, that the lawyer of Mayor Alice Go is not at the
All right.
hearing.
May I know if Mayor Alice Go is still in the country? May we inquire from the BID if she's still here in the country?
Could we please hear from the BI? The committee would like to repeat the question. Salamat, attorney. And later po, pag administer ng oath ng COMSEC, pakisama na po kayo. Ano po?
Opo.
Salamat po. So, yun po yung status.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Sen
Madam
Jinggoy.
Chair, I just read the letter of explanation from Mayor Alice Go, and in the second paragraph, ang sinabi niya, I have already sought professional help, but the medical professionals that I have consulted refused to issue a medical certificate stating my condition for fear that they may also experience the humiliation and ridicule that I am going through. Madam Chair, I suggest that she be attended by a government doctor para siguro malaman natin ang buong katotohanan. And I think this letter of explanation is totally unacceptable. Therefore, I would like to move that we issue a warrant of arrest against Mayor Go for her to attend the next hearing kung meron man. I so move, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat, Sen Jinggoy. Before the chair rules on the motions regarding contempt and issuance of a warrant of arrest, and for that, the chair thanks the Senate President Pro Tempore. Dahil sinabi na rin po ng SP na before this hearing, no, in public, sa media, na he is prepared to sign the arrest warrant. Bago noon, before ruling on the motions for contempt and the motion for additional subpoenas, the chair concurs with Senators Nancy and Jinggoy regarding their estimation of the letter of Alice Go. The committee is in receipt of that letter of Alice Go, seeking to explain her absence again today. Wala po itong kalakip na anumang medical certificate. So the chair also welcomes the offer of the Senate President Pro Tempore, binanggit na rin ni SP, that the Senate could arrange for a government doctor to attend to her, or kahit yung sariling Senate clinic natin dito. And also the chair recalls that in a previous, also big investigation, there was a resource person there who actually cited mental health concerns, but she still testified despite her mental health issues ascertained by a medical doctor. So samantala, ito pong kay Alice Go, walang kalakip na anumang medical certificate ang kanyang letter. And while with Senator Nancy, we definitely recognize the importance of mental health, we also really do not want to set a precedent in which mental health is invoked to skirt the obligation to appear before a Senate committee. And with the Senate President Pro Tempore and Senator Nancy, we find her claims in the letter devoid of credibility. Therefore, before the chair acts on the motions regarding contempt or warrant of arrest and additional subpoena, the chair would just like to make of record that we are in receipt of a letter from the attorneys at law of Mr. Marion Ryan Chua, Edwin Ang, and Julian Linsangan III, saying that they received the email inviting them to appear here, but they are respectfully informing the Senate that they have a conflict of schedule, as they are also scheduled to file criminal and civil cases on said date. Rest assured that the cooperation of Mr. Chua, Ang, and Linsangan will be ready and available at the next scheduled hearing of the Senate. The chair will show the copy of this letter to Sen. Sherwin, because these three invited persons are subject of a motion, one of the motions for subpoena of the good senator. So at this point, the chair rules to oo nga.
So Madam Chairman, uulitin ko po yung aking motion in the past, no, nung last hearing. At ngayon, I will move to issue a subpoena dito po sa mga incorporators at board members ng Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. Namely ho, si Ronelyn Baterna, si Michael Mascarenas, Stephanie Mascarenas, Rodrigo Banda, at Mr. Jing Gu. Itong Mascarenas family ho, interlocking directors ho to, na present siya sa Lucky South 99 at present rin ho siya sa Whirlwind Corporation. So in other words, lumalabas parang iisa lang itong kumpanyang ito. No? Pero dahil hindi nga ho sila pumupunta ho dito, hindi natin malalaman yung katotohanan. Again, I will move also for the issuance of a subpoena to the board members of Lucky South 99. Ito po yung present na mga board members and officers. Si Mr. Julian Linsangan, who's the president and chairperson. Ito sana yung pinakamahalagang personalidad para diretso natin tanungin siya kung bakit sa kanyang pasilidad nangyayari itong mga krimen at itong mga torture na nangyayari. Si Mr. Edwin Ang, si Mr. Myron Chua, again to issue a subpoena to the incorporators, board members of Lucky South 99 Outsourcing, who are also incorporators of Whirlwind Corporation. Ito yung interlocking. Si Miss Josefina Mascarenas, Mr. Xiang Tan, si Mr. Daniel Salcedo. Ito po yung presidente ng Whirlwind Corporation na kasalukuyan po. Maganda rin ho sana marinig sa kanya kung bakit sa kanyang 10-hectare property nangyayari itong mga torture at human trafficking. Si Mr. Duaren Wu, applicant ho to sa mga PAGCOR, itong si Mr. Duaren Wu, yung kanyang pangalan lumalabas to sa marami ring mga papeles related to Whirlwind Corporation. Si Ms. Chona Alejandre, who's also a board member of Whirlwind Corporation. And then I will move to cite in contempt those individuals, Madam Chair, who we issued subpoena to. Si Ms. Wen Yilin, Mr. Simen Lial Go, si Guo Huaping, aka Alice Guo, Mr. Jan Jong Guo, Ms. Sheila Yel Guo, at Ms. Wesley Guo. Nung huling pagdinig ho natin, nag-issue na ho tayo ng subpoena. Para sa akin ho, hindi katanggap-tanggap po yung dahilan ni Ms. Guo Huaping dahil siya po ang nasa gitna nitong pangyayari sa Bamban Siya po ang may alam kung ano po nangyari. Lahat po ng application, andun po yung pangalan niya. Siya po yung nagbukas ng pinto para makapasok po itong Pogo Hub. At marami pa tayong katanungan kung sino ba talaga ang nasa likod at sino yung mga kasama niya dito sa Pogo Hub na ito. At I will also move to cite in contempt Ms. Nancy Jimenez Gamo, the accountant that incorporated the Go-related family businesses and also the two Pogo Hubs. May mga personalidad ho dito na nag-issue ho tayo ng subpoena pero based on the COMSEC, mga dummies or non-existent. Pero uulitin ko na rin po, just in case na lumabas ho sila. Also to cite in contempt Ms. Jamelyn Cruz, Mr. Roderick Pujante, at Mr. Juan Miguel Alpas. There's also another personality na crucial ho dito sa ating investigation. Ito po si Catherine Cassandra Ong na nag-issue na rin ho tayo ng subpoena pero wala ho siya dito. So I also move to cite in contempt Ms. Catherine Cassandra Ong. Nag-issue rin ho tayo ng subpoena kay Mr. Dennis Cunanan para marinig ho yung kanyang side at yung kanyang pangalan ay madalas lumalabas sa application sa PAGCOR in relation to Lucky South 99. So I move to cite him in contempt as well. Meron pa hong dalawang tao ho dito na crucial. Ito ho si Mr. Alberto de la Serna at si Mr. Jonathan Mendoza. kulang rin, hindi humahanap ng ating COMSEC pero lumalabas rin ho to sa interviews na nakita ko ho sa Rappler yung mga pangalan ho nito.